Welcome back to another beautiful day in the land of music. My name is Douglas, and today I've got an exciting video. I have been holding off on opening up this brand new to me, it's been out for at least a few months, the Novation Launchkey MK3, which is the latest edition of the Launchkey controllers. I actually have, and I've got a couple of videos on my channel of the previous MK2, which it does have transport controls, pads, stuff like that, but it doesn't have any of the chord, scale, arpeggiator modes, none of those little goodies. So I'm really excited that the MK3 now has those, and I think that it's very comparable to the M-Audio Oxygen Pro from a functionality standpoint. Novation advertises the Launchkey as the perfect controller for Ableton Live. Now, I'm a Pro Tools user, as you know if you've watched my previous videos, and so I'm curious how this controller integrates with Pro Tools. So let's get to it. I'm gonna turn this around here and get this opened up. It's got this nice little handle, how nice. The box is actually very similar to the MK2 version. I'm gonna open this here box, and it's just gonna slide out. How nice, how nice. Whoa! Get rid of that. I think I dropped some things along the way. Oh look, safety information. Gotta have that. Don't use in the bathtub. And we have the USB cable. The MK2 came with this cute little teal green one. This is a nice professional black one. I like that. Let's set that aside and take this plastic off here. There's a bit of foam underneath the keyboard. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. So I'll be making a bunch of videos on this specific controller, how to use the various modes such as scale, chord, how to use the arpeggiator. Very similar to what I did with the Oxygen Pro, I'll be doing with the Launchkey because I think it's really helpful. There have been a lot of videos asking for comparisons between the M-Audio Oxygen Pro and the Novation Launchkey MK3. I'll be doing comparison videos between the different functions, as well as comparison videos between the MK2 and the MK3 of the Launchkey. So, ooh, gotta take this little thing off. Woo, squirrel. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat here is the rubbery controls. There are no clicky buttons on the Novation Launchkey. They're all nice, soft, rubbery buttons, which I don't know, for some reason that just sits better with me than this click, click. The faders, really nice feel. They slide really nice. They've got a little drag to them, but not too much. They're not these loosey-goosey faders. I can't wait to compare this with the Oxygen Pro. It's gonna be fun. The knobs, again, rubbery, tactile knobs. You can just reach up and do very finite adjustments. I love the rubberized. The drum pads, you can tell they feel different than the buttons. They're not just buttons, they're actually pads. A little on the small side for my chubby little fingers, but I'm excited to see how they work. The pitch, the modulation wheels, again, rubbery. I love that. They feel really good. Let's talk about the key bed. So not semi-weighted, not weighted. It is just keyboard synth action. But it's not clicky, it's not tacky. It has a nice solid feel. The controller itself actually feels pretty hefty. I mean, it's a 49 key. I'm really excited. The big reason I went with this is in my new space here, and I'm actually filming in my new space now. That's why there weren't videos for a couple of weeks, because I was redoing this whole space here. I've got a lot more elbow room, and I'll be setting up an actual studio desk, and that'll have my dedicated controller. It'll have my screen and studio monitors for recording. And so I wanted something that I could sit on the studio desk and could just be my dedicated controller. We'll see how this plays with Pro Tools. I'm really excited to dig into that. I'm excited that this has faders. I really like that. And I like the ability to be able to arm, mute, stuff like that from the controller rather than having to reach for my mouse all the time. So I have high hopes for this controller. I'm hoping that it integrates as well as the M-Audio Oxygen Pro does with Pro Tools. We will see. In some future videos, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss them. I'll be doing videos on the various functions of the controller, like the chord mode, scale mode, arpeggiator. I'll be talking about the controls and the integration to Pro Tools as I dive into that more. I may bring in some other DAWs into the picture and show the setup and how to use it with those DAWs, but my focus right now is going to be Pro Tools. And then I'll be doing some comparison videos between the previous version and the current, the MK3, as well as comparison videos between the MK3 and the M Audio Oxygen Pro. Be on the lookout for those. Thanks for watching. Before we go, sustain pedal. It has the 5-pin MIDI out. It has the USB, exact same ports that the M Audio Oxygen Pro has, and I don't expect any more from a controller. I'm excited to dig into this more. Again, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss those videos coming up soon, and stay inspired to keep making that music.